जदों निकले हाय नी जदों निकले जान ते बने चढ़दी जवानी तेरा गोरा गोरा रंग नी गोरा गोरा रंग करे मुंडियां नू तंग नी गोरे हत्थां विच नी गोरे हत्थां विच लाल चूड़ा छणके मुंडियां दी जान ते बने जदों निकले हाय नी जदों निकले पटोला बन के मुंडियां दी जान ते बने जदों निकले पटोला बन के मुंडियां दी जान ते बने काला सूट काला दिल मुखड़े ते जचदा नजर ना लगे तेनू बचा के बीबी रखदा काला सूट काला दिल मुखड़े ते जचदा नजर ना लगे तेनू बचा के बीबी रखदा इशारे कर दे इशारे कर दे ने मुंडे डर डर के मुंडियां दी जान ते बने जदों निकले हाय नी जदों निकले पटोला बन के मुंडियां दी जान ते बने
लगा सनसेट भाई तेरा फुल सेट है मोशन भी देखो मेरा बनने लगा देखो तो हसीना को वाना भी करीना को तुमको का फीवर है चढ़ने लगा थोड़ा हार्ड सा होके थोड़ा जेंटल सा होके थोड़ा सेंटी सा होके थोड़ा मेंटल सा होके सारे 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 Let's not go
वंदना 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 तव चरणों में कोटि वंदना तव चरणों में कोटि वंदना माँ बाप को वंदना 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 माना हर बात को भूल सकते हो तुम माँ बाप को कभी ना भूलना ना भूलना पर उनके इस बात को कभी ना भूलना, ना भूलना। माँ बाप को वंदना, माँ बाप को वंदना, माँ बाप को वंदना, माँ बाप को वंदना।
गानोत्सुकाय गानमत्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदैवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरवे गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यकलक्षेत्रे गुरुसर्वसराराध्याय गुरुपुत्र परित्रात्रे गुरुपाखंड खंडकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्फाय गन्धमत्ताय गोजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणाधीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय धीमहि
Good evening, everyone. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Swaminarayan, Jai Yogeshwar. I'm so happy to see you all here. I'd firstly like to say thank yous. Thank you for all of you attending to the two major milestone birthdays, Hansabaa and Bangladesh. We have family from far and wide. I'm so happy they're all here. A lot of family members and friends. We appreciate you coming. You know we would not be able to make this enormous celebration without the two core people in our community, Jatin and Nick. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Rajbog for catering and Royce for the decoration. And I cannot forget the force behind all this is the BHG family. They've helped me behind Daksha Ben, Panda Ben, Tina Ben, Dhruv, rest of them all. Thank you. Hansabaa is 90 years old. She turned 90 in July on 22nd, and we celebrated at home. She didn't want her birthday then. She said, I'm getting older. I don't want to celebrate. And I told her, I don't care if you don't want to celebrate, but I want to celebrate. And we did celebrate, and she was really happy. And everybody was there, the whole family. She has gone through a lot in her life, moved many countries and traveled many places. Even at this age, she cannot break her routine. She never sleeps in. Even if she sleeps in a day, I have to go and check. But she's always up on time and ready upstairs and sits in a mandir for a couple of hours. And after that, she has her favorite things to do is reading and watching TV, Indian TV shows. The last book she read was on Mahant Swami, and she kept on telling me, you need to read this book. It's really good. And it was in English. So she said, it'll be easy for you to read. And it was good. She loves gardening, but for the last couple of years, she hasn't been outside that much, but she loves gardening and her flowers. Being with her for so many years, I've learned so much. She has a lot of Indian historical knowledge, her food recipes, and much more. She's a very strong person and keeps us all together. Thank you for always being positive and giving forward inspirations. Jai Shri Krishna, Mom. Now comes the hero of our household. No matter what anyone says, we are all together because of the great Buggsi. He represents the great loving, caring son, the awesome loving and caring husband, the superhero loving and caring father, the caring and loving brother, the caring and guiding brother-in-law, the guiding and inspiration uncle, the funny grandfather, and the greatest mentor of all. I'm sure you all agree with that. And the greater giver in knowledge, direction, and gifting. He will never ask anything in return. Little bit about Baklish. He was born in Lusaka, Zambia, and at the age of 9 years old, he was sent to a boarding school in London, England. At the age of 17, he lost his father and he had to help with the family business and started working there. He was always interested in the hotel industry and he never looked back. He was interested in the hotel and his first hotel was in La Grande, Oregon. He never looked back and he kept moving up with hard work and dedication. And here he is now. He has broadened his horizon by participating in many hotel associations where he was a chairman with AHOA and IHG Honors Association. Even now, he's always venturing into learning new and building new, making him the greatest person of all he is. So the theme of the party is more on the Great Gatsby, the Great Bucklish, with what I've just said, unity and bonding of the family too. A person who is working at all times. You won't believe this. In the morning, we wake up at about 6 o'clock. He goes down with three things, and three things on the kitchen table. One of them is his Surface, his iPad, his phone, and now he's got his Remarkable, which is his to-do list. So it's all there, and he's watching on his iPad his sports, live sports. Then he has Surface where he looks at his emails and his to-do list, and the phone calls ringing and texting. So there he is. As a husband, he's a very loving and caring person. Lokesh always said to me, whatever it takes to look after Cushion Bridge, just do it. I'm with my boys at all the times, but would not have been able to achieve it without his hard work. He has always fulfilled all our wishes. Thank you. Always on the lead with fashion, as you have seen him with his shirts, jackets, shoes, etc. The trend is also followed by his sons. Any occasion, and they will always say, what is Papa wearing? Are we wearing matching today? Not only does he dresses himself and the boys, but he also buys my saris and outfits. Every time you see me wearing a sari, it's his choice. Traveling with Bucklish was always traveling during his chairmanship with AHOA and IHG and other titles with other associations. But he always made sure he was home Thursday night and spent the weekend with us. He's always missed when he's not at home. Cushion Bridge will come home and they'll always say, where is Papa? Or when is he coming back home? From all this, you won't believe, even at home, he makes our breakfast, mostly every other day. He makes the best burji, omelette, you name it. He helps with the boys, picking them up and driving them to work or gym or school, whatever. One thing he will always do is call me before he leaves the office, and he'll always say, do you need anything? And he always gets what we need at home. There are little things he always does, and they're always missed around when he's not there. He's one of a person who's always thinking about everyone and keeping in touch with everyone. I'm grateful to have him as such a loving, caring husband, father. Love you always.
Happy birthday, Papa, and happy birthday, Ba. This is a nice moment for everybody to be at because Hansabaa, she asks me if I need food or anything, and I always I make her cha sometimes when it's left in like the I don't know the something, but she always looks out for me and Kush and everybody. My dad, man, wherever he goes in the conventions or like wherever it is, on the spot, like he'll ask me, "Do you need food?" Because and he asked me wherever we go, he just asked me, "You need to eat food. You need to eat food." and I mean, very nice. Like he's very loving, caring. He's very brave, and strong. Exercises every day, but I mean like we're like our family, man, is like so strong in a way that we can, if we struggle, we can build our skills up one by another and can use it as a force, as an army that my dad started with. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, we're Bugsy's eldest sister Rekha and Manmohanbai's kids. My sister Revti and my wife Nisha. My dad couldn't be here today, but happy birthday to both my grandma and Bugsy Mama. And
I'm going to say a few words for Hansabaa today. Like my brother said, my mom and dad aren't here today, but they're always here in spirit. So happy 90th birthday, Hansabaa. What a big milestone you have crossed. May Bhagwan continue to shed his blessed light on you this and every year. I hope the 90th birthday has brought you joy and happiness, something you have brought to many people over the years. You have inspired us all to live our life to the fullest and to fill it with beautiful memories. You have taught us all to be strong in the face of adversity and to enjoy life's little pleasures. We are lucky to have been enjoying you for so long. Here's to many more years of fun, laughter, and memories.
thank you, Bugsy Mama, for everything you do for us, with your support and your love. Thank you for welcoming Nisha into our family and making her feel like another daughter. Thank you for everything you do for us, all the concerts you take us to, all the basketball games you take us to, always thinking of us as one of your kids. We love you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
First of all, hi. First of all, I'd love to thank Sunita. She is with her 24/7. Mom has got a lot of aches and pains, and she's very particular about her routine and everything. So the woman behind Bugsy, as well as my mom and her two kids, is Superwoman herself, Sunita. And thank you all for coming. Now, talking about Mom in 3 minutes, it's very hard. 90 years in 3 minutes. So, we'll try and make it short. Like my son said, 3 points, 3 stories, make them one of them funny. People do not want to listen to a person going on and on. So I'm going to try my best. Mommy. Mom, અને અમે ધીમે બોલીશું એટલે તમને સમજણ પડે. She's very good at English, but if we have to talk a little softly, and she's hard of hearing, so this mic helps. So both her qualities and of course my super brother Bugsy has the same kind of qualities that he has imbibed from my mom and dad. So matriarch. My mom is the matriarch of our family. Moline was small once, and obviously he was small once. But he said, is Ba the dawn of our family? He must have been he was really young. So because my mom does command that respect from all of us, even now when she comes to my house, it's inspection time. Yeah. But mom has been through a lot in her life. She's always held her head high. She has good values in her life with all of us, including her grandkids, including her children and children's children. They have all imbibed the family values. My mom has been she has been dutiful, not towards us as her children, but towards her in-laws and also towards her own family, Ambalalni family. She's always held them together. She's done her duty by her dear, my kaka, and the Foy. And the Foy's children are all here. So same thing applies to Bugsy. He also, when he was young, he was asked, how many sisters do you have? He always counted 10. Kaka had 3 daughters, we were 4, and then Foy had 3 daughters. And then comes Bailu. Bailu is my Foy's son, to give him a brother. Am I okay? I'm trying to make it short. Now, when my mom was young, she was a trendsetter. In Africa, she used to dress really well, all well put together, and also she would have different kind of blouses. In those days, in Zambia, there were not many Indians, and then my mom, obviously coming from Ahmedabad and coming from a good family, she always spoke well, dressed well, and always looked well put together. She also drove a car when she was there, and she learned how to drive the car, and then she had her own little car. Now, the values that she has instilled in us, we did not have to go to the Swiss finishing school. Mom was our Swiss finishing school, where all the etiquettes, કેવી રીતના બેસવાનું ઉઠવાનું સુવાનું કોઈ ઘરે આવ્યા હોય મહેમાન તો અમારે ઉઠીને બહાર જતું રહેવાનું because they had adult conversation. So, it was all instilled in us, and I think that's the way we are trying to bring our kids up. So now, those values are inherent in us. કોઈ દિવસે, બીજાને આપણે બોલાવીએ તો નાના હોય તોય ભય કરીને બોલાવાનું. So Bugsy is, જેવી રીતના mom lived for her family, so does Bugsy. He not just lives for his family, like I said, he had 10 sisters at one stage, but he also lives for the community. He always thinks of uplifting. He started he was the president of HOA, and all he was fighting for was the mom and pop, how to teach him the legal rights and whatever goes with the motel industry. So he's extended his duty is not just towards the family, it is towards the society as well. There's one incident I remember. Our Tiger Mandir was building. Now Swamiji was running out of funds, and I used to go there regularly. So he was very close to us. And he said, now what to do? So I don't have a head for figures. So I took Praveen along, and then obviously Bugsy. Bugsy, even without a wink of an eye, he's co-sponsor.
Trustee.
Okay. So the mandir got done. And this mandir, the one in Tiger, Brahma Paramananda Ashram, I'm not promoting, but it was the first mandir in the northwest to be built. And the lot of other people, I remember someone from Texas came, they wanted to see how it was built and built it on the same. The most important thing was that Swamiji was so appreciative, and then he said, I feel like your Kul Guru, the family guru. So all thanks to Bugsy. Okay. What? You need to first finish, okay. Okay, last thing. મમ્મી એમ કે બગઝીને હું તારી પાર્ટીમાં નથી આવવાનો. Well, here she is and she's enjoying it. She's meeting everyone and especially meeting her own family. And then I catch myself at time, especially recently, because I catch myself acting, talking, walking like my mom. So I'm proud to be a duplicate of my mom. Thank you. You want to say something?
I'm going to keep this really short. Ba, 90 years. Feels like 40. And my screen lock came up. For your birthday wish, I hope you're very happy about your life and everything that's happened to date. But of course, I'm very happy that you'll be around for some more.
Great grandson.
For me, you've set a high bar. Living an illustrious life, growing up in exotic countries, moving across continents, traveling the world, and of course, raising and keeping together an amazing family. Your worldliness and independence have directly influenced and inspired me. I have no doubt that I can handle anything that comes my way, and of course, make sure I enjoy what the world has to offer. On that note, Bugsy Mama, you're the embodiment and propagandist of Ba's mission. Having no qualms about who you are, driven to succeed, complete investment in family, and an infectious joy and enjoyment for life that enriches all of us. What can I say? 60 years old, and you're still a mama's boy. Jokes aside, happy birthday, you both.
I thought my
So we're gonna have to cut our speech a little bit short because my mom went a little long. So. But don't worry, we planned it a little bit shorter here. So.
Hansabaa, you are so special for all you do. You are loved because you're you.
With a heart of gold, you show such care. It means so much to know you're there.
In our family pictures, when I look at you, I don't just see a great grandma, but a dignified lady too.
We think you are sweet, cute, and funny. Happy 90th birthday to the most awesome great granny. Happy birthday to the best great uncle we know. Whenever you're around, you steal the show.
Your fun-loving personality is a real treat. Celebrate your day with style and dance to your own beat.
Bugsy Mama, you're a great man. You've helped us to be all that we can. I've looked to you to learn lessons I need to know, to help me solve problems and to grow. You've always been there for us in every way. We hope you have a phenomenal 60th birthday. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. I'm glad you're all able to come to this event. I'll chime in. I'll follow up with Panna's contribution to Mom's life. She's definitely the matriarch. Wherever you see her, she's always looking so graceful and dignified. Someone once told me that, when she walks into a room, imno chanato prabhav pade. And, I was so humbled when they said that. I've seen my mom through thick and thin, and she has always been a mentor for us with every little thing. Even bringing up my children, she's always given me sound advice. And we try to bring our children up the same way that she brought us up. At a very young age, my oldest sister went to England, then I followed, Bugsy followed, Panna followed, and Tina followed as well. So she has been an empty nester at a very, very young age. We all went to England to study at boarding school. Tina was only 6, Bugsy was 9. Can you imagine what kind of heart she has? to be able to go through all that. But still, they were in Zambia, but they still instilled all our Indian values in us. You know what we call sanskar? My parents have given us that. And, hats off to her. Even today, she's grown with the generations. With Mila and Duncan, she knows how to coach them. She knows how to coach Bridge Kush and the other grandchildren. She knows how to coach these guys and everyone else. She's always there for sound advice. Thanks, Mom. Hope you're enjoying your 90th birthday.
Guess not.
Bugsy, thank you for being there for all our needs. You're always there, a pillar of strength through thick and thin. Thank you.
Hey everyone. So not going to repeat a lot of what has been said, but a couple of things. Bugsy Mama, happy 60th birthday. Always enjoy hanging out with you. The random calls. Hey, I'm at Zupan's. I picked up this meat. What are you cooking for me tonight? Always happy to do that. Definitely have some catching up to do in terms of jet setting. Trying to pick up on some of the style cues. Got a little ways to go there too. But wish you a happy birthday, and looking forward to spending many more with you.
I'll just be really quick. Ba, happy 90th birthday. I still have very fond memories when you first moved here from Zimbabwe, and I'd come home every day after school, and I'd sit there with you, and you'd catch me up on the 500 episodes of the serial that you've been watching that I've missed, and you'd explain it to me as I go. So thank you for that. Thank you for bearing with me as I try to communicate with you in my broken Gujarati. And Bugsy Mama, happy 60th birthday. Might have stole my thing, but thank you for always enabling us, but at the same time, encouraging us to be independent. And I guess I'm getting closer than him on your style. But
So I'm going to take a bit longer than the others. Yes. So I was privy or a passive participant once to a conversation a few years ago where I sat with three ladies, and then I wasn't aware of some of the customs and sayings from Gujarat, simply being I was born and brought up in Africa. So there was a lot that I didn't understand and know. But in this conversation, they were talking about mothers. And the saying went, and I'll say it in Gujarati, Be chokrini ma rani, tran chokrini ma maharani. Can you imagine what char chokrini ma will be? And to follow up on what's been said by all the others, just today, I had a humble experience when she told me, because both Manmohan Bhai and I are having a few health issues. Imagine how good it's to hear that હું તમારા બેઉ માટે એક માળા દરરોજ ફેરવું છું. Can you imagine that? That is a mother-in-law sent from heaven. Truly, wow, thank you.
Well, what can I say that hasn't already been said? These two people, my mom and Bugsy, as I call him. I guess I should be calling him Bakulish Bai, but I've never said that, so I don't think I'm going to start now. But these two people have been icons in my life, my mother and my brother. Both have played vital roles in my life. My real parent, my mother, Hansabaa, and my default parent, my brother, was being like my dad for most of my life, as I lost my dad at a very early age. I wouldn't be who I am today without them. Their guidance and support are immeasurable, and for that I am eternally grateful. Common qualities that they both have is the value of family, amazing generosity, and their love for travel. When I was born, my mom made a around the world trip in 1968, which is like, how many of us can say we've done that? This lady has been on a world tour, like I said, in 68 when I was born. Her stories of different places she has traveled and how they survived back in those days being vegetarian. We recently went to Japan, and she was telling me about her trip to Japan, how they would heat up Heinz baked beans in the hot water from the tap because they didn't have anything to eat. So she lives by her discipline of one being vegetarian, of course. Another thing they both love is the finer things in life. Whether it be shoes, watches, or scotch for my brother, as you see, or my mom, it was jewelry, clothes, saris in her younger days. I remember in Africa, we'd go to the sari shop, I don't know how often, and the sari guy would be, oh, you're back again for more saris. But my mom was blessed with 4 daughters to shop for, so that was a great enjoyment for her. My mother was 72 when I got married. This lady has literally seen it all. Her principles and discipline are what we should all aspire to live by, and we as a family all live by too. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Hansabaa. Thank you for being so caring and considerate and kind. I really enjoy the time I spend with you, especially when we watch Apka Colors. And especially when you tell me about your stories, like my mom talked about. Happy birthday, Bugsy Mama. Thank you for always thinking of us wherever you go, and for always bringing us yummy treats. Love you.
Happy birthday, Hansabaa. To document everything about Hansabaa, I needed 2 hours, 35 minutes. But there's a most important thing I want to share. She is so calm. She is very calm. Even I have to calm my Panju ass. I think about Hansabaa to calm myself down. Happy birthday. And Bugsy Bhai, thanks for your advice. How to button my shirt. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You know, like I said, as you see, family is everything, right? So, and it's pretty big to me. What can I say? Everything's been said about my mom. I really can't add any more. You've heard it all. I actually have lived with my mom the longest of any of her kids. You know, when I was first 9 years of my life, lived with her in Zambia. Then I was sent off to boarding school. And, you know, till I was 17, you know, I didn't see much of my parents. Then they came to England. And then, unfortunately, my father passed away, as you heard. And then, you know, I decided to not become a pharmacist and leave school. So I left school at 17, and I kind of took over running the convenience store. If you've been to England, you know what those are. It was just an interesting thing, you know, because my mom's side of the family is very studious, and it's like, yeah, you need to go to school. My father's side of the family is very entrepreneurial. Again, my father also dropped out of high school, so I decided that I wanted to just leave school and take over the business. So, and she was there along with Tina and Daksha, and we ran that shop. And she was right there, supporting me. So that's so from then on till today, Mom. So 17, I'm 60, so that's 43 years more that we've been together. Imagine. We've been through thick or thin. We've traveled 3 continents, and we've made Oregon a home. Home not only for us, but for all my sisters and extended family. Where in the world can you kind of make that happen? Along the way, obviously, been through a lot, but, it's all good. So, Mom, love you. You heard how powerful she is, right? Her memory is still so sharp. She'll never forget anything. I got to the point where I kind of stopped telling her about business deals because she'd just get wound up and ask this and ask that. So, it basically happens the third hand somebody tells her. So, anyway, look, I don't have any much more else to say about my mom. Everybody's heard what she is, who she's been to us, and it's just great to share all the memories, through all the years, and I don't know what I would do if you weren't around, Mom, because it's always that, somebody can tell me something that maybe I have to listen to. Now and again. Lastly, what I want to say is that Sunita, what can I say? She just takes care of all of us. And I'm just so blessed to have her in my life. Love you.
Shit, brother, shooting in the wind. What's good with it? Watch out, man. Watch out. Bill G coming, man. Word. They say you go. He all the way tapped in. Yeah, dog. You're killing the game. Bill G, watch out.
ਡੈਵੜਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੋਲਦਾ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਭਾਰ ਗੋਰੀਏ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਤਾਂ ਵੈਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਬੋਲਦਾ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਜੱਟ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਗੋਰੀਏ ਦੇਖ ਬਾਲੀਵੁੱਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਖਾਨ ਨੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠਾ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਗੋਰੀਏ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਤਾਂ ਵੈਰੀ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਬੋਲਦਾ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਜੱਟ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਗੋਰੀਏ ਤੇਰਾ ਰੱਖਾ ਮੈਂ ਰੱਬ ਰੱਖਾ ਯਾਰ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਜੀਦਾ ਲਵਾਂ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਾਰ ਗੋਰੀਏ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਤਾਂ ਵੈਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਬੋਲਦਾ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਜੱਟ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਗੋਰੀਏ ਲੋਲੀ ਗੁੱਟ ਬਹਿਤੇ ਬੜਾ ਹਾਲੀ ਪੱਗ ਦੇਖਦੀ ਦੇਖ ਗੌਰ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਚੋਂ ਅੱਗ ਦੇਖਦੀ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਜੱਟ ਕੌੜੇ ਕੁੱਟ ਨਾ ਵੇ ਪੀਵਾ ਜੱਟੀਏ
up, everybody, for the one and only Bugsy.
It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up. It's not your birthday. You'll find me in the club, bottle full of bub. My mind.
Put it up for Bugsy, everybody.
I'm in the having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. My mind got what you need if you need to fill a buzz. I'm in the having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting rough. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, so much drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love.
Put it up, everybody.
Plenty of goofy love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Close down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Roll them trees up. If you watch how I move, you mistake before I play up here. Been hit with a few shells, but I don't walk with a limp. I'm in the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love.
I'm a friend of Bugsy's and a past chairman of the IHG Owners Association as well. And I was lucky enough to follow in Bugsy's footsteps, but I think more importantly, to have him welcome me into his family and as a mentor. I think I listened to some of the speeches earlier about, what type of, mentor he is and the fact that he's so giving. I've got triplet 16-year-old girls. So when Bugsy and I met, they were babies. And Bugsy really took the girls on like they were his own family. So it's been important for me as a friend and as I know I'm white, I'm not Indian, but we call each other's brothers from another mother for a reason. We think a lot alike. It's been great to watch Kush and Bridge grow up, and I think they've gotten to know me and our family, and to be here for this occasion has been very special. And I see where he gets everything he's about from his mother. So happy birthday to you. And to Sunita, thank you for inviting me. This is an absolutely special occasion. So funny story, as much as Bugsy has taught me, I thought I had gotten a lot more worldly. However, tonight I was so excited about the invitation because the invitation said formal Indian or Western attire. So being the dumb white guy, I took it personally. I'm like, oh, I'm going all Western, like country Western. Everybody's gonna be an Indian and I'm coming like the white guy, country Western. So I even went downtown to the Portland outdoor facility. I'm getting country stuff. I got a country shirt. I walk downstairs, I got my boots on, and then I see all of you in suits. I ran back up the stairs. I called my wife. I'm like, oh my God, I screwed up. I'm like, listen to me. That meant Western civilization formal, not country Western, damn it. But everything tonight was emotional, and he and I have been through a lot of emotional times, personally and business. We're all so lucky to be surrounded by him and to be mentored by him. He's a special person, and so it's a blessing. Thank you, Sunita, for inviting me tonight. I appreciate it, and happy birthday, buddy. Love you.
Woo! I'm not on the agenda, but I'm gonna say a few words here. I've known Kerry for a long time, like Bugsy has. Kerry is not a true American, he's a true Patel. Thank you, Kerry. Let's give a big hand to Kerry.
Hey, like they say, Junior Bugsy. Oh, first of all, I want to welcome everyone to Cancun. Right? How you feel with the humidity here? Shit, it feels like we're in Mexico here today, right? Hey, we're blessed to be here. This hotel is very special to us. I want to give it up to the staff that's worked very hard here today at the Holiday Inn. We know it as the Red Lion. 17 years on this stage where the bar is. Bugsy was on stage at my MC for Moni and ours wedding 17 years ago here. So, long time, man. Thank you. And the fireworks. So Bugsy was our MC, so that's how back our relationship goes. Ba, happy birthday to you. So let's talk a little bit. So today's theme, right? We talk about hats. Everyone's wearing hats. Everyone that didn't have hats is wearing hats. And it's helpful because it's helping me keep the sweat down. But, you know, when we first started this invitation, when Nick and I and Sunita, Bobby, and Bugsy were trying to figure out a theme, as you know, this is their third event at this hotel, right? We celebrated Bugsy's 50th. Who was here for that one? Come on. Then we celebrated Sunita Bobby's 50th. Now we're here for Bugsy's 60th, right? And we're ready. Bugsy, you better get ready because we're getting ready for the 70th as well, okay? We'll start planning now. All right, Sunita Bobby's 60th next. So let's talk about hats. And in my speech, I was thinking about it. Sunita Bobby said, Jatin, will you say a few words? And of course, I love the mic. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'll say some words. And usually, I don't really plan too well, Bugsy, but I know with Bugsy, you got to plan a little bit or you're going to get a lot of crap later. So, yeah, Carrie's like, yeah, you're right. So I wanted to talk about all the hats that he's worn in the times that I've known him. With all of you in your lives and all of you are special, that's why you're here today. He's probably wear different hats as well with you. So here's the first hat. Bugsy the Intimidator. The first time when I met Bugsy when I was a kid, okay, he just comes up to you in your face, and the first thing he'll say is, looks like you're losing some weight. He just stares at you. And it makes you nervous, and you're like, oh, and then you just start dropping all kinds of verbiage and different things like that. So I've been intimidated. A lot of people have been intimidated, and maybe it's intimidated, you know, management style or something, Bugsy, that you've learned one of these days. That's the first one. Next, Bugsy the Commander. As you know, when he takes the mic, and when that voice comes out, hey! Everyone choop chop. No one says nothing. That comes from Ba, right? Commanding the voice. Bugsy the Commander. Bugsy the Collector. And I'm not talking about his collection of hotels or collection of awards, okay? If you know this man well, and if you've ever been to his office, I kid you not, he has 2,000 plus hard rock pins. Okay? How many? 3,000? 10,000. 10,000. Who the hell collects 10,000 hard rock pins, has them organized, and they're put in these plaques and put on the walls? Okay? So that was a younger Bugsy. So as he got older, he realized, damn, I can't visit all the hard rocks, so I need a new collection. So then he has this idea, let me start collecting single malt scotch from around the world. Okay? Now that, if you've been at the pandemic and you've seen his Facebook post, for 100 days, he posted a new single malt whiskey on Facebook. And I think he would have kept going if Sunita Bobby didn't say, Bakulesh, asaro na tilaktum. All right, let's talk about the next hat, okay? Bugsy the Traveler, okay? We all know when he hit 1 million Delta miles, okay? He is someone that will let you know what he's up to, okay? He's about to hit 2 million Delta miles. Already there, okay. And in other news, during the pandemic, Sunita Bobby hit his passport. So now, I don't know how you're gonna travel, Bugsy, so you figure that out. All right, the next hat. Bugsy the Board Member. As we heard here today, AHOA, other industry associations, IHG. But what I was very surprised to learn, that this man is also on the Lake Oswego School Board. I'm thinking he's going to be on big boards and big flashy stuff all the way down to the roots. So Bugsy, you know, got to give it up to you for being all the way at the grassroots level. Bugsy the Supporter would always support all Samaj functions and Mandir events. I know for a fact in all these years, every time my dad would call him to come to a Mandir event, he would always come. He has always supported every function. We've also talked about it earlier. So Bugsy the Supporter. All right, next, Bugsy the Business Partner. That's kind of close to me. Took me under his wings, supported me with my goals and dreams of growing our family business. So that's another hat Bugsy been wearing. Next, Bugsy the Concierge. We've heard a little bit about this. This man does enjoy the finer things in life. Now me, a kid growing up on North Interstate Avenue, we didn't see too much of the finer things in life. So, good meals, taking me out to good concerts, even giving me some fancy shirts. And Bugsy's trying to get me to hip on, but you know how they say things skip a generation. So I think Jayan has more style than me, right? Oh, that's my 40th birthday gift, guys. Give her. These things are worth more now, Bugsy. All right. Next, Bugsy, the music lover. Now, this is one area where him and I have a little bit of a hard time relating to. I grew up in the 80s and 90s with hip-hop and R&B, and he grew up with a whole bunch of noise. And I'm like, Bugsy, I appreciate you taking me to this concert, but damn, it was tough for me to be at this concert. Next, Bugsy the super tasker. We heard about that from Sunita Bobby today. This man could be on a conference call or a board meeting, checking emails, and also watching cricket.
You don't want to drive with him.
Don't mess with the cricket, okay? And cricket is kind of boring for those of us that never watched it growing up, okay? Now here's the funny part. As soon as the presenter's done with this presentation, the first person, when they say, anyone have questions? This guy's hand goes up first. I don't know how you do it. Next, Bugsy the family man. We heard about that. Family is everything to him. Always enjoys time with his large family. And here's the deal. If you're in his inner circle, he will do everything and anything for you. So, Bugsy, the family man. And we can go on and on. We got Bugsy, the rugby player, Bugsy, the schoolboy, Bugsy, the shop clerk. Lots of different hats you can wear, Bugsy. So let's conclude this. In his journey of 60 years, Bugsy has had to wear a lot of hats. First, we heard the hat as the head of the household, to be there for his mom, Hansabaa, and his sisters at a very young age. The hat of immigrating to the United States and getting settled into the hotel business and growing his portfolio of hotels. And now, Bugsy, the most important hat you wear of all. The hat of keeping Sunita Bobby happy and always smiling. Guys, if you have a glass, please join me by raising your glasses to a toast to this incredible, inspiring individual who, we say, Bugsy, is larger than life, and you can wear whatever hat you choose, including that Bob Marley hat that he wore the other day, for the next 60 years. We love you, Bugsy. Thank you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, Prashant, what are we doing? DJ Prashant in the house. Oh, my dad wanted to speak. Where's my dad? Dad, Narendra Bhai. Look at that hat I got him. What do you think about that hat? Woo!
જય સ્વામિનારાયણ, જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ, હેપી બર્થડે બા, હેપી બર્થડે બગજી. બેક 40 વર્ષ પહેલાંનું થોડું યાદ કરું છું કે જ્યારે બગજી 91ની આજુબાજુ મને મળ્યા, કારણ કે પરેશભાઈ અને પ્રકાશભાઈ સાન હોજેથી આવતા હતા. એ વખતે તો ઈસ્ટર્ન ઓરેગનમાં હતા બગજી. તો એમની સાથે મારે ઘરે અમારી મોટલમાં આવતા હતા. તો 1-2 વખત આવ્યા પછી એમણે જોયું કે અમારી સામે સામે 2 મોટલ હતી અને એક રેસ્ટોરન્ટ હતી. તો હું અને મારી વાઈફ, છોકરા તો બધા નાના નાના હતા, અને અમે એટલું હાર્ડવર્ક કરતા હતા 24 અવર્સ. એટલે એમને એમ લાગ્યું કે નરેન્દ્રભાઈ, આ તમારું લાઈફ નથી. એમ કે તમે આટલી બધી મહેનત ના કરી શકો આ ઉંમરે. તો અમે કંઈ કરીએ શું અમે? તો એમણે અમને એવી સલાહ આપી કે તમે રેસ્ટોરન્ટ કાઢી નાખો. પહેલી મેં રેસ્ટોરન્ટ કાઢી નાખી. પછી એમણે કહ્યું કે ના, હવે તમે ધીમે ધીમે નાની મોટલો બી કાઢી નાખો. હવે એ દરમિયાન અમારે ઇન્ટરેસ્ટેડ ઉપર બહુ જ પ્રોબ્લેમ થતા હતા. કદાચ બધાને ઘણાને ખબર હશે. કોને રૂમ આપી કોને ના આપીએ જ પ્રશ્ન હતો. તો પછી બગજી અમને એવી રીતની હેલ્પ કરી કે તમે કોઈ જગ્યાએ જમીન લઈને કોઈ મોટલ બાંધો અને પછી ત્યાં તમે મૂવ આઉટ થઈ જાઓ. એટલે હવે મોટલ અમે બધા નાના નાના, છોકરાઓ બી એકદમ નાના. તો પછી વિચાર કર્યો કે શું કરીએ અમે. તો પછી અમે એક જમીન શોધી, અને જમીન શોધ્યા પછી અમે બગજી પાસે ગયા કે ભાઈ અમે આ જમીન શોધી છે, તો તમને કેમ લાગે છે? તો એમણે કહ્યું કે ના, સારી છે જગ્યા, પણ અમારામાં કોઈ નોલેજ નહીં કે કઈ ફ્રેન્ચાઇઝ લેવી, કેમની લોન લેવી, કેમનું ડ્રોઈંગ કરવું, અમને કોઈ ખબર નહીં. એટલે બગજીએ કહ્યું કે કે તમે એવું કરો કે હું એપ્લિકેશનમાં હેલ્પ કરું તમને અને તમે હેમ્પટન ઇન કરો એમ કે હવે હેમ્પટન ઇન તો અમે એનું નામે નહીં સાંભળેલું. તો પછી એમણે કહ્યું કે ના એ સારી પડશે તમને. તો એમણે હેમ્પટન ઇનની એપ્લિકેશન કરાવી, હેમ્પટન મળી. પછી ડ્રોઈંગની વારી આવી. તો એમણે કહ્યું વાંધો નહીં, હું તમને હેલ્પ કરું છું. તો આર્કિટેક્ચર લઈ આવ્યા અને ડ્રોઈંગ કર્યું. પછી કોન્ટ્રાક્ટર સિલેક્ટ કરવાનો હતો, તો બી એમણે કોન્ટ્રાક્ટર સિલેક્ટ કર્યો. પછી આ મુખ્ય પ્રોબ્લેમ હતો લોનનો. તે વખતે લોન બનતી નથી. 93માં બહુ હાર્ડ હતું લોનનું. એમણે ગમે તેમ કરીને અમને લોન લઈ આપી બધી. લોન લીધા પછી કન્સ્ટ્રક્શનમાં અમને નોલેજ નહીં, તો પછી એમણે કન્સ્ટ્રક્શનમાં અમને આખી મોટલ થયા ત્યાં સુધી અમને હેલ્પ કરી અમને. ત્યાર પછી હવે એમ્પ્લોયમેન્ટ લેવાનું. અમે તો મામ એન્ડ પાપમાં કામ કરતા હોય, હવે બધી એમ્પ્લોયમેન્ટ લેવાનું, બધું મેનેજરને બધું કેટલું બધું કરવાનું હોય. તો એમણે બધાના ઇન્ટરવ્યૂ કર્યા, બધાને હાયર કર્યા પછી સરખા મેનેજર ના હોય તો પાછા એમને ફાયર બી કરે અને ફરી પાછા નવા લઈ આવે. એટલે અમને છે ને થોડું એની પર લઈ આવ્યા, અમને સ્ટ્રાઇક પર લઈ આવ્યા. પછી 2-3 વર્ષ પછી એમણે એમ કહ્યું કે આપણે કંઈક બિઝનેસ ભાગમાં કરી. પહેલી તો અમારી પોતાની જ હતી. પછી બગજી અમે નજીકના એરિયામાં બીજી બાય કરી. એમાં પણ એમણે અમને ખૂબ હેલ્પ કરી. ત્યારબાદ અમારે મંદિર કરવાનું થયું. તો મંદિરમાં પણ એમણે આખું કન્સ્ટ્રક્શન દરમિયાન બધી એમણે હેલ્પ કરી અને આખું મંદિર તૈયાર કરી આપ્યું. પછી એમાં અમને ફંડિંગની બી ઘણી હેલ્પ કરી. એ દરમિયાન ગુજરાતી સમાજનો આપણે હોલ થતો હતો, એમાં પણ એમણે ખૂબ ફંડિંગ કરી આપ્યું હતું. અને 2004માં જ્યારે મંદિર તૈયાર થઈ ગયું તો તે વખતે આપણે પ્રતિષ્ઠા કરી, તે વખત બી એ મેઇન ગેસ્ટ તરીકેના હતા. ત્યારબાદ 2004માં પછી અમે રિયલ બિઝનેસ પાર્ટનર બન્યા. એ વખતે આ જતીન જીતેશ બધા મોટા થઈ ગયેલા હતા. હવે અમારા માટે મુખ્ય ઇમ્પોર્ટન્સ શું થયું કે બગજીએ જતીનને ટ્રેન કર્યો બિઝનેસમાં. કારણ કે કંઈ એટલો બધો કેપેબલ નહોતો જતીન કે બગજી જેટલી ટ્રેનિંગ મળે, પણ બગજીએ એને ટ્રેન કર્યો આખો. અને ટ્રેન કર્યા પછી 2004માં અમે બિઝનેસ સાથે કર્યા. પછી તો ત્યારબાદ વન બાય બધા અમે બિઝનેસ બધું શરૂ કરી લીધા. પછી તો હું આ જતીનને કહું કે અમારે બિઝનેસ નથી કરવો, કાંઈક આમ છો ટાયર, મારી ઉંમર થઈ ગયેલી છે. તો કે તમારે તો સહી જ કરવાની છે, મારે બગજીને જ બધું કરવાનું છે. એમ કે તમારે તો ખાલી ચેક જ લખવાનો છે. પણ એમાં શું થાય કે 1-2 વર્ષ થાય, થોડા પૈસા ભેગા થાય, એટલે 2 ભેગા થઈને પૈસા ચેકમાંથી ઉઠાવી લે કે હવે આ બિઝનેસ લીધો છે. એટલે અમારી પાસે પૈસા રહે જ નહીં. એટલે અમે તો કાયમ ભ્રોકના ભ્રોક જ રહીએ. કારણ કે આ બંને જણા ટાઇટલ કંપનીમાં લઈ જાય અને કે હવે સહી કરો અને ચેક લખી દો એમ કે. એટલે બગજી વોઝ વેરી ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ ફોર અવર લાઈફ. કારણ કે જો બગજીનો અમારો સંબંધ નહીં થયો હોત તો અમે જો મામ એન્ડ પાપમાં જ રહ્યા હોત. અને છેલ્લે અમે જે પોતે મોડલ ચલાવતા હતા એ પણ આ બંને જણાએ નક્કી કર્યું કે જો અમે એમાંથી નહીં કાઢીએ ને તો આખી લાઈફ એ લોકો એમને ફ્યુનરલ જ મોટલમાંથી કરવું પડશે. એટલે પછી છેલ્લે પછી એમણે વેચાઈ દીધી અને પછી અમને રિટાયર કરી દીધા છેલ્લા 4 વર્ષથી. હવે આપણને બધાને ખબર છે કે બધાને આપણે કેલેન્ડર મળે છે BAPSમાંથી. એના મેઇન સ્પોન્સર બગજીભાઈ છે. આખા ઓરેગનમાં આપણે બધાને જેટલા ગુજરાતી હોઈએ છીએ એને આપણે બધાને કેલેન્ડર આપીએ છીએ. એ સિવાય આપણે વોકાથોન કરીએ છીએ, એના પણ મેઇન સ્પોન્સર હોય છે. અને મંદિરમાં જ્યારે મોટો કોઈ ખર્ચો આવે, 2-5 હજારનો તમે એમની પાસે જઈએ જ નહીં. 5-15 હજાર 25 હજારનો ખર્ચો આવે અમારે પાછી એમનો ઠોકો પડે કે ભાઈ અમારે મોટો ખર્ચો આવ્યો છે. તો અત્યારે પાછો એક ફ્રીજનો મોટો ખર્ચો આવ્યો છે, અમારું ભોજન બગડ્યું છે. એટલે આ તો મોકો મળી ગયો છે મને કે આ બધાની સામે કહ્યું કે આ ફ્રોઝન બગડી ગયો છે અને આ રિપેરેબલ નથી, એટલે આખું નવેસરથી બધું કરવાનું છે. તો ખાસ અત્યારે બધાની સામે કહી દેજો એટલે કંઈ કરજો હવે એના માટે. જય સ્વામિનારાયણ.
નરેન્દ્રભાઈ, આપણે પોટેન્શિયલ મોટેલ જોડે છે ને, જેમાં રિટાયર કરે એમાંથી ચેક લખી આપીશું.
It's a family that dances together, celebrates their 60th, 70th, 80th, 90th, and 100th year together. So put it up, everybody.
मैं डालू ताल पे भंगड़ा तू भी गिद्दा पाले, चल ऐसा रंग जमा दे हमके बने सभी मत वाले.
मन कहे कि मैं ले आऊं चांद और तारे सारे, इन हाथों पर मैं चांद रखूं, इस मांग में भर दूं तारे.
हेलो हेलो
बड़ी सॉलिड मस्ती छाई।
हेलो हेलो टू मच है तुमने लगाई। येलो येलो कंट्रोल करो मेरे भाई।
ये दिल छन छन बोले अमृतसरी चूड़ियां, रात बड़ी है मस्तानी तो दिल भर जानी कर ले गल्ला घूड़ियां।
Put it up, everybody. क्या बात है, lovely.
देखो देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी, धीरे धीरे बन जाए ना कोई कहानी। देखो देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी, धीरे धीरे बन जाए ना कोई कहानी। दिल भर है दिलकश है दिलदार नजारे हैं, आज जमीन पर उतरे कितने सितारे हैं। अकलो होश नमी दानम हम है दिल है और जानम, बस दीवानगी 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 है। ना कोई रहता ना रहबर ये इल्जाम लगे किस पर, बस दीवानगी 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 है। All the hot girls put your hands up and say Om Shanti All the boys come on make some noise and say Om Shanti
Put it up, everybody. Put it up for them. Amazing job. Wow, incredible.
पूनम की चंद को घूंघट के नीचे छुपा के लाई तेरे लिए दुनिया से नजरें चुरा के।
पीछे कुआं आगे मेरे खाई, तू ही बता जाऊं मैं कहाँ, मुझको दुआ किसकी लगी भाई, आके पधारा हूँ जो यहाँ।
इल्ले फिकर आजा इधर, बीट पे लगा ले तू ठुमका।
1 2 3 4 get on the dance floor।
1 2 3 4 get on the dance floor। Shake the booty, shake the bum, do hardcore shoulder, hit it, hit the body, hit it, hit it, gimme, 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 gimme some more.
1 2 3 4 get on the dance floor। Shake the booty, shake the bum, do hardcore shoulder, hit it, hit the body, hit it, hit it, gimme, 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 gimme some more। हो आँख भी जाने का है, फड़के मेरी बाई, कुंडली में हो जैसे उल्टी दशा आई।
मेरी लटक मटक सी चाल के जाए भटक भटक ध्यान सभी का। तेरा धड़क दिल ना छुपा हुआ आया बड़ा संत कहीं का।
ओ खतरे की क्यों घंटी लगे गोरी तेरे कानों का झुमका। 1 2 3 4 get on the dance floor। Shake the booty, shake the bum, do hardcore shoulder, hit it, hit the body, hit it, hit it, gimme, 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 gimme some more। 1 2 3 4 get on the dance floor। Shake the booty,
more time. One more time. One more time.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bugsy. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hey, is Rocky here? Where's Rocky at? Rocky here? All right, here we go. Rocky, you ready? Get over here. Get over here. Here. 1, 2, 3. Bada bada e di nahaye. Bada bada e di lagaye. Tum jiyo hazaro saal. E meri arzu. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Bugsy. Happy birthday